Well, hello, my friend. It's the Crypto Lunatic, live from the Lunar Café, bringing you hidden gems before they pop. And today I've got a very interesting exploration of the coin in the background. We're going to find out how I found it, what it is, and I'm going to teach you how to do basic level research. This channel is more an exploration of showing you how to think for yourself and to look beyond the hype when you get crypto coins, because there's a lot of people shilling a lot of nonsense out there that is going to get you absolutely ruined if you don't learn to think for yourself. So today, join me on a little journey. Now, before we even start with this review, I will tell you it's not investment advice. I am not invested in Amino and I'm not paid by Amino to make this video. So, as you'll probably realize by the time I get to the end. But anyway, my friends, join me on a little journey. So for those of you that know me, we know first we start with the macro. Before we go to any reviews, let's look at the macro and what's happening. And those of you that follow this channel know I like to track ETF inflows. Now, this has been brutal. This has been one of the single worst indicators of get out of crypto, don't even go in it. But what we see today or yesterday for the first time in since the 11th of November, which is 9 days ago, we've seen a positive inflow. Now, why is that? So let's look at it. Let's go in more detail. Now, those of you that know my content will know that I've been tracking this. This is IBITS. Great. This is IBITS Trust, and this is BlackRock. Now, BlackRock, since the 11th of the 11th, have been tanking, absolutely tanking crypto. Look at their outflows. Now, just to bring this to life, they are the single biggest ETF owner of Bitcoin. And at this stage, they can pretty much manipulate the market any way that they want. So, my friend, IBIT, this is what they've been doing. They've been tanking, 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 absolutely tanking. Look, this was a brutal tank. And this was 2 days ago. 5,068. Now let's bring this, let's make this relative. 5,680K, or not 5.68K, versus they've put in 652 yesterday, but it is green. Now you'll see the others are following their old methodology and red, 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 red. But we are seeing little bits of green here. Little bits of green, my friend. And are they just holding things up for another tank down? We don't know. But the fact is that is the first green that Grayscale have given us since the 11th of the 11th, when the market has absolutely been ruined. So there's a little bit, a glimmer of hope. So over to today's review. I've got a prompt that I put into Grok and I ask it to search for hidden gems. And this is my Degen chart, and there's loads of coins here. Now, I've been through most of these and they're terrible tokenomics, so I didn't even bother. I did not even bother going through them. But with this one, I saw Amino. So what we've got a score and we've got the duration of days of accumulation. And both of them rank reasonably. You can see, look, it's the highest score of all of these. And not only that, it's an AI gem. Now, when I see AI and I see gem and I see low market cap, it's worth looking into. So this is where we start. Some of you will be looking to find hidden AI gems. So how do you assess it? So let's go firstly to the chart. Now, this looks like a scam chart. It does. It started life at 0.002 cents and it's tanked. It's tanked. It looks like a scam chart. This looks like one to run away. It's dead. It does look that way. So let's hone in on a slightly smaller scale to see what's happening. And still, nothing exciting has been happening with this. Well, it has to note, my friends, that based on the fact that in the last couple of weeks, crypto has tanked, this has held up remarkably well. Remarkably well. Considering what's happened lately. And also, this is significant. So we've got over 2,000 holders. That's not that significant. But here, look, the circulating supply is the same as the maximum supply. That's actually why I'm reviewing this, because it's the only one with tokenomics that I could take seriously today. So That is why we're looking at it. We go down. I mean, this it seems 60% are on track. So we can't take this as gospel, but it does look like the vesting schedule has run its course, which is good. And let's look at this. Amino is a completely free AI-powered meal scanner that helps users to make healthier choices and build better habits. Now, let's just pause there. When I read this, I thought this looks like the sort of thing that could be interesting to check out. Take away the investment. It looks like something that could be worth checking out. So let's look at it. Let's go to X. And what we see on X, they've got a reasonable amount of followers, 114,000 for a fairly low cap coin. The easiest way to track your calories, simply snap a photo of your meal. Our AI does the rest. 100% free, plus earn real rewards available now. Now, this sounded interesting to me. So let's take away the investment thesis. I've put this review out so that I can hopefully get someone in the comments that's actually tested the app because it sounds like an interesting piece of kit, my friends. So we're seeing some active engagement here. I mean, okay, this is over a month old, but this is 17 hours. What's the score? That's good engagement. Again, this is only 3 days ago. Reasonable engagement. They're updating, they're active, they're doing stuff on their social media. They're still playing the game. And this looks like an interesting piece of kit. Take a picture of your meal and it will rate it through its AI engine. So, apart from anything, that sounds fascinating. Let's look at their website. Here we go. Look, it's an AI-free diet and fitness tracker. Let's go further. I went to the Apple page, and what I see is a ton of 5-star reviews, 36 ratings, all 5-star. So this app obviously is doing some good. Now, we don't take this as absolute because there is a tactic where some companies go on and they get a load of bots or they get a load of users with only one review to go on there and leave a load of 5-star reviews. But they're usually weighted with some 1-star reviews. We don't see any 1, 2, or 3-star reviews here. So there's nothing negative has been said about this app on the Apple. So that's a positive. We go to crypto rank. We see what did the early stage investors get in at. And there doesn't seem to have been an early stage round. There really doesn't. And look, this verifies that all of the tokens are circulating. It also tells us that we're almost 80% down from their all-time high. So as far as entry point, well, again, I'm not even going to talk about this investment until you've got all the information at the end. So I asked Grok, to the best of your knowledge, what did early investors pay for Amino coin? So here we go down here and we see that Grok says effectively that it implies that early or private round investors probably paid 0.002. Now, that puts them at a massive, massive loss. People that have gotten early here are sitting on a massive loss. Just to remind you, 0.002. Look at this. So 0.002. So it's massively, massively down. This thing is tanked. Now I'm going to take you to a prompt that I've put in to Claude. Now my prompt is a work in progress, my friends. It really is. This is very much a work in progress. So this is not to be taken verbatim because I can tell you for certain that there's some metrics in this assessment that simply aren't right. So this comes with a big pinch of salt, but my assessment tool says avoid. It says that Amino is a legitimate Web3 health and fitness rewards platform with celebrity partnerships and real-world utility, but faces catastrophic challenges, including near zero liquidity, 6K daily volume, and a 12 to 17 million market cap. So let's see that. Let's look. And what we see here, yes, it's just below a 6 million market cap. And volume, volume 0. So this does look dead. I mean, it doesn't look, that's not great, folks. Let's be honest with it. But this is a massively high risk. And I will say right off the bat, as an investment, I'm definitely out. But I'm very curious about the tool because if the tool is as good as the reviews say, then there's potential. If people find out about this thing, if they get their marketing head on and they start getting it out there, then maybe, who knows? But I'm just as curious to find how good is this tool? Have you used it? Have you downloaded it, folks? Because it sounds interesting. So they've got legitimate celebrity partnerships. They've got real utility in a working product with 5-star ratings. Tokenomics migration and rebranding. So they had a fresh start, apparently. They moved from an old AMO contract to a new Amino one in January 2025. So they've said a catastrophic liquidity crisis. Now, this is where with tools like this, with the stuff that I've put together on Claude, I'm going to tell you again and again and again. This is very much a work in progress. I'm always tweaking this prompt, but this is where we need to double check the information. So look, catastrophic liquidity price crisis. So 24-hour trading volume is 6,000 to 89,000. Market cap claims range from 66K to 17.9 million. There's a massive discrepancy. And liquidity market cap ratio 0.047%. Reality check 6K daily volume cannot even support even with a 50K exit without massive slippage. So let's double check this because I want to show you how to think for yourself. Just because I've got this prompt doesn't mean I should take it all at face value. Some things we have to check, my friend. So we go and check the liquidity. Let's go to DEX tools. The first one I put in Amino and I see liquidity that says 141,000. Now, for a coin that's under 6 million, that's reasonable liquidity. It's certainly much better liquidity than this is giving it credit. Much better than this is giving it credit. And let's double check it. Let's go to DEX screener. And again, this validates the liquidity of 121,000. Now, while 121,000 isn't great liquidity, it's not terminal like it's being said here. So the risks, the top one risk is not accurate. It's not got great liquidity, but it's not as bad as it says that it is. And this again, imminent major token unlock. There's no evidence of this at all. So for some reason, Claude is getting information which simply isn't true. So this is why I do this for you, my friends, because yes, I've put this tool together. Some of you have asked me, where do I get this tool? I won't share it because it is not right. I don't want you using it. I'm going to be tweaking this until I'm happy with it. I'm not happy with this. I'm not happy with what it's saying about the risks. These simply don't add up. So this is where we assess the tool. And I'm not going to say any more on that tool because it's clearly not giving me overly accurate information. But the reason I show you these tools and these AI things that I do, because you have to learn to think for yourself. You have to learn to identify discrepancies in information. You have to learn to work out what's true and what isn't. And you have to double check all of your sources. If I was investing in this coin, I would do a much deeper dive. But given what I've got here to work with, I would say this is way too high risk. But what I would also say, this sounds like a really interesting app. Now, if any of you are watching this, check it out. If you've used the app, let me know in the comments. Tell me, is it as good as it's saying? Because the reviews look impressive. And there's always that danger that this could be just a terrible marketing team. Could be a great app with a terrible marketing team. And you never know what's going to help it to take off, if it can take off or not. Because if they've got a good working product that does what it says on the tin and can get people engaged, then it has potential. And there, my friend, is where you learn to think for yourself. So my summary, I wouldn't invest in this now, but I definitely check out the app. So for any of you that have had the opportunity to go and check this app out, then please do share in the comments because it looks like an interesting bit of kit that should be checked out. And then, my friends, is how to think for yourself in crypto. And if you've enjoyed this content, then please do like and subscribe for more of the same. If you want another video, you will find it just there. And like anything, my friends, stay lunatic, have fun, and make money with crypto.